honestly, I think do whatever you want, really. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your channel, it's your content. Do what the hell you want.
Yeah.
Don't try to serve because you're never gonna make everyone happy, right?
I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make like, because like if it's just kind of frustrating when you put in like a bunch of time on a video and have an awesome conversation and then it gets 10 views,
Yeah,
I would like it to get out there. And
yeah,
it helps with
100%.
getting monetized, I'm like halfway there. So I would
Yeah,
try.
get those watch hours up.
Yeah, it's
Those
tough.
watch hours are tricky. Like I've been struggling with YouTube since I started, and
Yeah, it's tough.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm low key like shadow banned on YouTube, but
Yeah, I wonder that sometimes. I've noticed the thing is the ones that get views for me and like got me most of my watch hours is like talking about Zoloft and SSRIs. And it's like, yeah, I don't necessarily want to be an SSRI channel though, Like I don't
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, you don't want
like
to be conformed. So honestly, just
yeah,
make the content that you want to fucking make.
that's what I've been
Like
doing. Yeah.
nobody cares. Like make what you want to make, and the right people. There's 8 billion people in the world. The right group of people, the right 10,000 people, who would be like, this shit's all good. I relate to 90% of this.
Yeah.
I relate to 80%, 70%, 60%, whatever. I like to say 80-20. Um, the right 10,000 people will relate to 80% of what you put out and subscribe and watch your content frequently. And even those 80%, they won't watch everything, but they'll watch enough kind of thing and they'll be committed to it. So I mean that's really what you got to think. And who cares if you're pleasing the masses all the time? Nobody cares. If you have a great conversation, and let's say it wasn't perfect and you're like thinking about it later, like, man, I really should have said this, that, or the other, or done this, that differently. Who cares? What really matters, and I truly believe this to the core, this is like the core of my podcasting journey, is connection over perfection.
Mm.
That's like the core of my podcast, Young Dad Podcast, is connection over perfection. Because I can truly say with 95%, I've had some that were just kind of out there. I had this one kooky guy on. He like played the guitar and stuff during the podcast. That shit was weird.
It's
Shit
insane.
was weird. He was weird. He was really weird, but it was fine. It was fine. It was different. I try to keep myself open to new ideas. Sometimes it's really hard, but it's you got to keep yourself open to the new ideas. But at the end of the day, like I can honestly say, with 95% of the 245 episodes I've done, plus patriarchy principles, those guests and whatnot, that I can honestly say I've connected with 95% of them. And there's been a connection during that conversation about something that we connected over and we bonded over. Um, that was lasting. I can honestly say that. I can honestly say that. At least I think so. Maybe they think differently. I don't know. But I can say, and were all those interviews perfect? No. Do I sound perfect on the microphone? No. I have a lisp. I have a speech impediment. I don't give a shit. My voice not deep, dark, and sultry and smooth as butter.
Literally didn't even notice.
And most people don't, but some people do, and they like to call it out in the comments and stuff. And I just think mean comments are just hilarious because it's like, don't you have anything better to do? Someone once said I have like an extra chromosome looking face, and I'm like, are you just like,
Yeah.
are you just down bad about yourself? And I'm like, this dude must be a liberal. I go and check his Twitter. I'm like, yep, this dude's a liberal. Nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Accept people for who they are. But
That's
that's neither here nor
yeah,
there. Yeah, but it's like people are just, they have nothing better to do than to hate on someone else. And
for sure. Yeah, I've gotten some heaters that just like burned me to my core. I was like, oh,
yeah,
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 yeah, they'll see into your soul, man.
yeah. And they're like, nice face pubes. And I'm like, thanks. You
I know,
probably
I
wish
don't
you
give a
could grow
shit, man.
pubes.
It's like, dude, if you're writing mean comments on YouTube, it's like,
You really need something better to do with your time.
yeah, I laugh. I think it's hilarious because it's like so crazy.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy the hate comments. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's so, make the content you want to make, because that's what's going to keep your journey going forward, right?
Yeah, and that's why I got burnt out because I was making stuff I didn't necessarily want to make. Like I was done making the few videos I wanted, and then I made like 20 more, and then I was just like, dude, I'm over this. So that was
Yeah,
kind of like a learning lesson to like do something that you can do as a marathon, which was why I switched over to like interviewing. Like I interviewed a special effects guy in Hollywood. I interviewed a guy that had a liver transplant who's like in his 30s from alcoholism, and that's how I found Juan and Max. I just like these guys look interesting. They're trying to grow their thing. I'm trying to do the same thing. Let's have a conversation, and then leads me to you. You know, it's kind of like you're saying, it's kind of meant to be. You kind of like find this little tribe, or you know, like you said, you develop a little relationship for this little hour that we talk, and then now I feel like I can always reach out. They can always reach out to me. We can always help each
100%.
other.
100%. And that's why
Yeah.
it's worth, shoot your shot pretty much,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Shoot
Exactly.
your shot. If you're like, oh, that person looks like they really got it going. They have 2,000 videos and whatnot. And, they probably, too busy doing their videos and stuff. I'm like, shit, half my videos are done with AI and I spend about an hour a week posting them. I just pre-schedule everything and it posts on its own.
Oh, that's awesome. I got to do that.
Yeah. So I get out ahead of it. So making good workflows is a big tip of mine, making good workflows. But yeah, it's like just talk to people. The podcasting community and the content creation community is super, super open, especially when you're talking to dads and like dude podcasters. I feel like
Yeah.
female podcasters trying to eat each other alive
Yeah.
more so than like us dudes. It's just like there's room for everybody. Room for
Yeah.
everybody.
It's just like real life.
Hell, even Joe Rogan has said like there's room for everybody in this space. There's room for everybody.
That's
Like,
it.
if you wanna do it, do it. There's room. There's
Yeah.
room for everybody in this space. Like, just do it. If
That's
you
how
wanna
I
do
feel.
it, do it, and make stuff you enjoy doing, and that's the biggest part of it, right? Like, if you're gonna do interviews, focus on the connection with the other person more than perfection. Like, I honestly went through a couple weeks ago, and I had a butt ton of interviews scheduled for June, July, and I'm, like, looking at these interviews, and I'm like, "I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna talk to this person," or it's like, "I
I've
don't wanna talk to this
I've
female
canceled a
preacher."
few. I'm like,
Like, I don't wanna talk Yeah, I'm just like, "I don't wanna talk to this person, like, I'm good, like, I'm good."
yeah,
Or it's like these female preachers and like, okay, first off, I personally agree with the Bible when it says like a woman shouldn't be in front of a congregation teaching men kind of thing, because that's like a biblical thing. It's like I don't really want to talk to that because I don't really agree with this person in general about what they're doing. So I'm gonna decline. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna respectfully decline and be like, hey, thinking about it, I see that we don't really align and stuff. And there was several people that messaged me back. They were like, no big deal, no issue.
yeah,
They're like more appreciative that like I communicate instead of just ghosting them.
yeah.
They're like, that actually saved us both time. Like I'm not mad about it. Like it's a noble thing to do. And so like I cut back so much. I would probably in June I had like probably 15 interviews scheduled. Now I have like 7 or
Okay.
8 because I was that picky and selective. I'm like, okay, A, have I talked about this before? B, if I have, do I want to talk about it again? Or C, is this like beating a dead horse at this point? What new perspective are they going to offer? Kind of thing. So what are they going to offer my show that's like new or exciting or, different? And so it's your show, it's your platform. You are allowed to talk to who you want to talk to. You don't have to talk to everybody. You can talk to whoever the hell you want. If you want to talk about SSRIs 50 times, then talk about SSRIs 50 times. There's 50 things you could talk about with SSRIs. Easy, right? There's 50 different people you could talk to about that. If you want to talk about, you know, your experiences as a firefighter, you can talk to other firefighters kind of thing, right? Or whatever else you've gone through, your recovery journey. You could talk about recovery with 50 different people because each person has a unique, individualized story. But at the same time, you got to be careful with that because if you want to talk about multiple topics, you got to balance all that at the same time to where you're not bringing in, you do 10 videos about recovery, people are going to think you're just a recovery channel.
That's what
And then
happened.
when you try to do something else, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
Michael, stay in your lane, sir,
hmm That's
kind of
kind of
thing.
what I think happened with my channel. Is like they signed up for this, and now I'm doing this, and
Mhm.
they're like, "Well, yeah, that's not really why we signed up." And I
Yeah.
go, "Shut up! This is what we're
Yeah.
doing."
No, that's what happened with me when I launched patriarchy principles and stuff. And yeah, backfired,
Yeah.
backfired hard.
Yep. Shotgun to the dick.
Yeah, pretty much. I did it to myself. But I'm okay with it, because it's like, okay,
That's how
well,
I am. It's like you said, you got to rebuild that following that likes what you're doing.
yeah. And I rather you don't like part of me than only stay for a different part. Like if you don't like all of it, then bounce. You don't have
You
to stay
can't
there.
be inauthentic for a long time, you know?
No. I don't think I've ever been inauthentic on my content, but it's like I don't want to hide any parts of me. Like if I want to talk about politics, I'm going to talk about politics the way I want to talk about them with who I want to talk about them. If
Exactly.
you like it, you like it. If you don't, that's fine. I don't care.
Dude, I was listening to Sean Ryan show all day. You ever listen to him?
Dude, I'm a big fan of Sean Ryan.
He's a fucking man, dude.
I don't listen to him as much anymore, but he has some good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I see something he did that I'm like, ooh. Ooh,
Yeah. I'm the
ooh.
same. I don't listen to every one, but some of them get me. They get me fired up.
Yeah. Yeah, like Rogan, I'll listen to his from time to time. Some stuff I'm just like, I really catches my eye. Like right now, I really want to listen to the one he did with Aaron Rodgers a few days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's like piqued my fancy and whatnot. It's just like, man, when do I have 3 hours? Because if I sacrifice 3 hours listening to this podcast, that's 3 hours of these other shows I don't get to listen to,
It's tough.
kind of thing. And
Yeah,
then those are just staring at me.
I'm kind of lucky because I work with headphones in, so I'll listen
Nice,
like I can listen to hours of podcasts every day. And that's
100%.
kind of what I keep in mind when I'm doing mine is like, oh yeah, dude, this is for like the guy that's working at 6 in the morning, doing a terrible job, but has headphones in, is just looking for something to escape from, you know,
100%.
because those are the
And
people that can do it, can listen to
exactly.
this.
So what's like your goal? Let me ask you this. What's like your goal for your podcast? Well, and let me share kind of what I mean by that. Um, so I have two goals, right? With my podcast. First goal is like my long-term goal is I want to reach 1 million dads or 1 million parents and help them feel like they're not alone,
Yeah,
right? Help them feel like they're not going through this whole journey by themselves. Help them feel like related. Help them feel like, oh, I'm not the only one going through that. And help them in some kind of way. If it's with a laugh, if it's with a hug, if it's with like a virtual hug, if it's just with a smile. Or they listen to a podcast and they're like, wow, that one really resonated with me. That was incredible. Never gonna listen to this guy again, but that one was really good,
yeah,
kind of thing. And that's great. If I reach 1 million people that way, that's great. And then with each episode, I think, okay, how am I going to help people feel connection over the perfection of this episode? Because it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be rough. It's going to be choppy. It may not sound great. It'll sound good, but it's not going to sound great. It's not going to sound perfect, picture perfect audio quality, right? But do they feel connected to the show? And are they, if even if one person watches this podcast, if only one, if I get one view on YouTube or one view on Spotify for this episode, which happened, it's happened plenty of times, total flops. Did that one person get a laugh? Did they enjoy it or did it help them in some way, shape, or form to feel connected? So those are like my two goals and my mission of what I'm doing.
that's cool. Yeah. Much like my normal life, I am very lost in my goals. No, I just have so many, I think, is the problem is like I want to kind of the same thing you said. I want to like connect with people. I remember the first time I went to an AA meeting was like it was just like it was the first time I ever found people that thought like I thought and I felt like I was home and I didn't know they were out there. And so that's kind of like a general idea of like, hey man, I'm struggle with all these things. I know there's other people out there struggling too. You're not alone. But then it's like also wanting to like bring the lightheartedness into it. Like I'm a big fan of your Mom's House podcast, and I would love to do an addiction like channel that's like has some addiction stuff, but is also like funny. Like brings it lightheartedness and the fun and the humor and making fun of it. Because it's like I don't, I'm not like oh poor me. It's like dude. It's funny, like at this point, like how
Mhm.
crazy it was. Sorry, I'm sick.
You're good, man.
And then the other thing is just like kind of the general like Joe Rogan approach, or like you were saying, just interviewing people I think are interesting and talking to them, making these connections. Because the cool thing about like AA is you have like call lists and you can just like call people, give out their phone number like it's nothing. And so you can just call random people and go, hey man, I'm struggling. And you'll just sit there and talk on the phone with a stranger. And then you become friends with them. I was friends with this dude for years before we ever met in person. And he became like one of my best friends. And so just kind of bringing that attitude to like the podcast creator side of like, dude, like you said, there's room for everybody. Uh, there's no reason we can't all help each other grow and do something we love to overcome doing terrible jobs that none of us want to do and do something we love and all succeed together. Like, I guess that's kind of like wanting to build that tribe of people that are trying to escape the 9 to 5 and trying to do, I think for kids too, it's like I wasn't really raised in a family where like you could do something you love. Work was work and it's not supposed to be fun. It's like, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I think the younger generation is smarter in that sense of like they realize the traps of getting into this career in debt that you don't even want to do. when you could do something you want to do and, it'd be just as less risky, You just have to start young and build a following. But yeah,
So
something along those lines.
okay, so kind of making it feel like a show that people listen to. So kind of similar here, but different at the same time. Like they someone that like an open house kind of thing. Like my door's open, come on in. I'm the neighborhood hangout house, right?
Yeah, Michael
Like I
Norman
said,
did
neighborhood
that.
hangout. Like everyone comes over, like they smell the grill going, they know they can come over. They can
Yep.
bring something or not bring something.
I love
They're gonna
that.
come over, have a good time, kick it,
Hang out.
relate, and
Yeah.
stay as long as you want. If you want to stay
Inside
until 2 in the
jokes.
morning,
Yeah.
F it. Stay until 2 in the morning in my backyard. I'm going to bed, but y'all can stay here. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. Kick it.
You
Kicking
know,
it.
have a comedian on and like talking shit with my friends and then have like a scientist on to explain, quantum theory or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like all those people are in your backyard though. It's like
Exactly.
these are all people that could be in your backyard
Yeah.
and just kind of feeling that like common ground
Yeah.
at the same time. No, that's cool. That's a dope concept. So I would I would in I would invite you to try to put that into a mission statement.
Okay.
Like what is the mission statement? So like right there when I log onto your channel, like boom, I know exactly what the mission of this channel is. I know
Okay.
exactly what this dude's about kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I honestly should probably do that with my channel too, now that I'm talking about it. I can't give advice that I wouldn't do myself, but yeah, I wanna do that too.
That's a great idea.
But making it so, like, as soon as I go on to your page, I can see, boom, the mission here is such and such, and I know exactly what I'm signing up for here. I know exactly what I'm gonna get. I'm either gonna be entertained or, I know this channel is gonna be talking about God from the name or kinda whatever else, you know? I know exactly what it is. I honestly need to update mine. Like my banner photo says it pretty good. Blueprints for connection and growth. But I could probably update my description right there to yeah, I could update that for sure. But see, I'm even looking at myself. I'm like, I could update some of this, but yeah, I like as soon as I log on, like as soon as I look at your channel, I want to know exactly what this person's about. I mean, looking at mine right now, and I couldn't even tell you what mine is.
I couldn't tell you what
Um,
mine is right now.
right now. Like, I couldn't even tell you what like, I look at my channel, I'm like, "Okay, I see videos about Stronger Together, a pilot episode, this interview about a mob lawyer to a mindfulness mentor, a fitness
Yeah.
update." This is just my recommended for you, so everyone's is gonna be different. So I scroll down, I see this podcast here, okay, cool. I see these shorts, okay, that's cool. I see videos, okay, cool. My channel's pretty basic kinda thing. But it's like right here in my description, like, that's where I'm gonna update mine too. It's like what's the mission of this channel? What's my personal mission to do here? So I would invite you to write a mission out for yourself, and then what you hope, even for ones that you want to, even just for random ones, like ones that are just like more fun, like shit. Let me talk about this. Let me talk about that. Or let me talk about this kind of thing. Like, uh, what is your mission for every single podcast? Like what even before going into it too, like that's what I do when I prep every episode. I would and even before I agree with the guest, I'm like, okay, what is gonna be the goal with this person? What do I want to get out of this for myself? What do I want them to get out of it for themselves as well? And then ultimately what do I want my audience to get out of this one? Do I want them to be educated? Do I want them to be entertained? Do I want them to feel? Do I want them to laugh? Do I want them to cry? Do I want them to smile? I want them to feel related? Kind of thing for those that do watch it, kind of thing.
That's a great idea. This
So
perspective
that's
of you, of the guest, and of the audience, what everybody's getting out of it.
set. And then with that, I would then think of then the next step with that is stop looking at your analytics.
Fuck.
Stop looking at them.
It's tough.
I'm dead. I don't give a fuck. Stop looking at them. Stop looking at the analytics.
Flourish.
Respond to the positive comments only. F the hate comments. And that stop looking at your analytics all the time because I know you're looking at them 100 times a day.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's easy to obsess over them. It's easy to obsess. Trust me. I look at them I maybe look at mine once every couple days, kind of thing. Like that's cool. Like that's great. I'm glad that video did well. Like I have the YouTube creators app on my phone,
Me too.
the YouTube studio one. I have the notifications off on that one.
Nice. That's
On
good.
YouTube, I have the notifications off. So anywhere you're putting your content and you have the app on your phone, turn all those notifications off. Like I'm dead serious, turn them off. So then you're not getting a ding, 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 comment, like, view, whatever, subscriber. Turn all that shit off.
Okay.
So then when you do look at it, it's like, oh shit, I got 10 new subscribers. That's awesome. It's, oh, I only got 10.
Yeah.
Damn. Versus like you look at it, you're like, I had a spike day last week too. I'm looking at it now. I haven't looked at my podcast. I had a spike day on May 15th. So I had a week ago, I got 116 streams and downloads randomly, random spike day. I didn't even know that till now. That's sick. Because the day before I literally had one on May 14th. I had one
Yeah.
download.
I know. It's yeah.
And
It's
then it spikes up. I'm like, that's sick. So that's why I don't do it, because it's like, oh shit, 16. That's a sick spike. I like that. I like seeing that.
yeah. I
You
love
know.
Spike.
So it's sick. It's exciting. It's cool. And so that's what I invite you to do.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, set a time frame to do it. I'm going to look at my analytics every other day and really look at them. Because if you're going to look at them, really look at them and study them and learn from them. So you take your analytics and put them into Chat GPT and be like, okay, what can you tell me about my analytics? What can you tell me about the analytics of my last 2 videos here? And copy and paste them over. And it'll give you a full breakdown. Oh, people, your hook's bad, or they're only staying for 10 minutes of the 20-minute video, or on the short, they're only staying for 5 seconds. So you're not hooking them, kind of thing. The big thing with shorts and short form content now is 30 seconds or less.
That's hilarious that you say that, because I just today was like, man, I think it's going shorter.
It is. It got shorter. It's 30 seconds or less now, which is so dumb, but it's 30 seconds or less.
Like dominoes.
Yeah, it's shorter and shorter. Before we know it, it'll be 10 seconds because there's no attention span for people anymore. But that's why long form content's hard. Podcasts are hard on YouTube, and that's where people get their podcasts is YouTube now. It's the
Yeah.
number one podcasting platform.
That's where I listen to all of them.
Yeah, I still listen on Apple because I have all my shows preloaded. I have them subscribed to. I just click play and then it goes all through them. But that's besides the point. That's what I want you to do. Mission statement. Stop looking at your analytics. If you're going to look at them, do it to study them and to learn from them. Don't obsess. Stop obsessing over them. Third tip: make content that you enjoy. That's it. Make content you enjoy. If you're not enjoying the content you're making, ask yourself why. Why am I not enjoying it? Or if you are really enjoying it, ask yourself why too. Always ask yourself why. Question yourself. That's okay. It's good to question yourself.
Okay.
If you're looking to monetize, think of 3 brands that you use every day and you absolutely love them. It could be smaller brands, niche items, niche products kind of thing. Go to their website. So let's say I love what's a product I love every day? Like I like Carhartt shirt.
Okay.
So if I look at Carhartt shirts, I go to the Carhartt website, right? Go to that site. I'm going to scroll probably down at the bottom. This works better with smaller brands that aren't all over the place, kind of thing. But also works with big brands too. You scroll all the way to the bottom of their page, and you just type in, let's see. Oh, right here, perfect. So I'm gonna share this because this is exactly what I'm talking about here. I actually learned this from that podcast I sent you on Instagram, the Rocky Mountain marketing one.
Yeah.
This was actually something that blew my mind because people love a deal, right? You see right here where it says, oh, is it sharing? Yeah. You see right here where it says affiliate program?
Yeah.
These are typically free to sign up for. Those are
That's how you
typically
get the
free to
promo
sign up
code.
for. And pretty much you become an affiliate and you join their affiliate program. And yeah, you apply and that's it.
And so they give you that
Give me 1
code that's like
second.
15% off or whatever.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so that's how you do it. So think of 3 brands. My wife's calling me. She's about to be home. So I'll have to run here in a minute. But yeah, start with those things.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's great, man. That's a huge help, actually.
Start with that. And then also, once you have all those set up, make yourself a link tree. Link trees are free to make.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So link trees are free. Uh, the lowest level of Riverside, I think, is also free to
What
start with as well.
do you do the paid one? Is there tiers or
Yeah, I do the paid one. I think I have the pro.
pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, if because Opus I'm paying for, so if it does that Opus anyways, I'll just do Riverside.
Yeah, I think Opus is better personally, but
My recordings suck. I've been using Zoom or a StreamYard, and I need it better.
Yeah, StreamYard's pretty good too. I
I
have a
just have
buddy
a
of mine
hard
that
time
loves
with the
StreamYard.
format.
Yeah, they actually dropped it. They used to do it all the time, and then they stopped. StreamYard. They stopped using StreamYard, and I got them to switch to Riverside.
Who?
A buddy of mine.
Gotcha.
They do a podcast called Baseball Together, and I convinced them to switch after a year.
Yeah, everybody I've talked to has said Riverside's the one to go with.
Yeah, Riverside's it. Riverside's it. Everything you see on my channel has been recorded on Riverside.
Yeah, and yours looks good. That's what I'm looking for. Is like full boxed people
Uh-huh.
and just
Yep. And then you can make thumbnails and stuff for free on Canva.
okay. So I was wondering, like, are you allowed to use stuff you made on Canva on YouTube? Because I wasn't sure if
Yeah, you just download it and you just upload it.
it's not copyrighted or anything. You don't have to. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay.
Because everything on Canva that you can use for free is like a stock image. So it's basically what AI uses too. AI uses stock images.
Oh, okay. So it's not copyrighted. It's just okay. Yeah, I can mess with Canva. I haven't really gotten into that.
Yeah. So that's what I would recommend, those two things. But if you have any other questions or anything, I want to hear back from you. I want to hear back from you in a week. Let me know how it all goes,
Okay.
how it all shakes out for you. If you have questions along the way, hit me up. Please hit me up. I'll send you a voice message or a video or something like that along the way if you're struggling or getting caught. So
Awesome.
I'm here to help. Happy to help. So
And I'm happy to
this
help
is
you.
actually something I've wanted to do too. I've wanted to do more stuff like this. So
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
this is showing
Yeah,
me that I can do. So,
yeah, dude, you're a good teacher. You give good ideas. Yeah, and anything I can do to help if you ever want to do an interview or whatever, anything.
hell yeah, man. I would love to hear your
Happy to help.
story.
Cool.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, dude. I know your wife's gonna be home. You better get that
Yeah, man.
laundry. You better get that laundry folded.
Oh, it's done.
Oh hell yeah. You won't get the
Finish that.
beating.
Finish that. Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll let you
Uh,
go.
all right, cool.
All right. I'll catch you later, man. And then I'll send you a YouTube of this.
Sweet.
Sick.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, man. Catch you later.
Later.